Okay, ladies and gentlemen, all sentients in between and above and beyond, those best of the best practitioners of light and love, I welcome you in. Wow, wow, wow. Such a huge mix-up as to who is representing the respondent. Sounds like it's on purpose, because nobody seems to get it straight until the very last minute. However, I'm not going to let that get to me at all, okay? It's just an observation. So I noticed we've got some new names here, firmed up, and it's okay. What are we going to say about this now? So I'm going to do a firm reading on the Business is Business deck. Liberty, Tarot of the Eternal Stars, or Tarot de las Estrellas Eternas. That's what we're doing. We're going to get some specifics, some pointers. Spirit, Jesus, just if you need to reiterate the previous messaging before, then go for it. And just to emphasize the fact that it doesn't matter who's on the other end or what their approach is, but I'm just leaving it open, initiating that sequence now, knowing that I have the right lawyers in mind, the particular ones. If you can tell me anything about them, some soft spots, something that would give me an advantage in how to approach them, knowing these particular individuals, as well as the judge. Okay, so we'll break it up into 3 piles, okay, and we'll just let me know, okay? So I'm going to leave it at that. Thank you, okay? All right, so first, opening statement from Spirit and Jesus, the angels of love and light. Seeing everything that's going on in the background, what do you have any opening things to say with regards to it before I start identifying each individual? Okay, that's the one. Okay, we have Princess of Swords, Page of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so the opening statement is to approach this in a way where it's a level playing field. Forget about names, titles, experience, etc. Don't let any construct intimidate you, Tina. Okay, don't let it deter you, because that's what they're doing on their end. They've claimed that they're going to claim. It's safe to assume that they're going to claim their power, and you shall claim yours. So even Stephen here, right? Page of Swords is going at it growth mindset. We're here to discuss something. We're here to connect in order to agree on some items. We're gathered to accomplish something close to resolution, motion it to. That's what this is. So don't run away from any conflict, any potential conflict, because the conflict of interest is just a mere difference of opinions or a difference of difference in comprehension of what's transpiring. So there's no gimmicks here, especially with how I'm how, as far as I'm concerned anyway. So take pride in that approach, and don't let anyone else sway you, okay? So this is someone that's going into higher learning, just eager at it, It's a growth opportunity. But what we're approaching here is Six of Cups. Again, this is a reminder that this is being able to learn within different positions. That in order to learn within this process of process of conflict resolution, that you have to be able to find a realm of peace within negotiations, okay? Just like, pretend for a moment, Tina, okay, that you are the president, you are the ruler, the empress. Just remember that, of this entire realm, of your reality in the here, now, and moving forward, okay? We're looking at not just to advance ourselves and mediate for ourselves, but our entire kingdom, okay? And we understand, we acknowledge the fact that not everyone has to have the same opinion, but we have to come to some type of resolution. Fair resolution, okay? So, in looking at this scope, when I take on different approaches or face different areas of conflict or disagreement, that I should take it on like it's a new puzzle, okay? Something that I can engage in, I can enjoy. I'm here for a very good reason. Spirit put me up to this to this is like the best of the best choices. To go on with the same old is no more. It's out of question. So, Six of Cups is kinship. It is soul family ties. It's approaching these things like, ultimately, we're on the same side here. We're all trying to do the same thing, moving on with our lives and making it as pleasant as possible. Okay? So, we're not going to get alarmed by anyone's misinterpretation or disgust or anything like that. Nothing like that. We're not going to be alarmed or triggered by any misconceptions. We're just going to clarify. That's what we always stood for. Okay? That's what we're going to do. You know, they have these things like in high school when you're in one of the clubs that where it's like a debate team, right? And they have mock trials. So you learn how to have a healthy discussion in understanding each other's point of views, being stronger and creating foundations and making your point. And reaching some form of a resolution. Of course, there's that like fancy stuff about swaying juries and motioning. Like there's internal networks also in play, but when it comes down to it, like there's a much bigger world out there, and that when you acknowledge that, when you believe in that, like I do, it opens up so much more room for possibility, resolution, and power. So why wouldn't you want to use that? Okay, so this is the opening statement. To come in like fresh at this, eager, with a good attitude, positive mindset. You're here to learn. You're here to grow. And by God, if that can also be reciprocated to the other party, then excellent. This is just another challenge in life. So, that's it. So, okay. Now, anything else that you want to say with regards to that? Did I miss anything there? Do we need to add anything? Do we need to correct anything? That one. Okay. So, we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Never forget your power. Keep it active, even if it's like within dormancy. Okay? Keep it, be ready to respond accordingly. Be ready to exercise your prowess, Tina. Because when you're grounded and you know who you are and where you've been this whole time moving forward, that'll speak for itself. You'll know the exact words. You'll know the exact points to drive across. And it will be absolutely clear, regardless of how anyone chooses to receive it. It'll be stark clear. Okay. I like it. Okay. Okay. Anything else before I start with the attorneys? Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and start with the judge. Now, I feel like we'll leave that towards the end, okay? Because everybody's waiting to hear, like, what is the judge going to say? It's so exciting, okay? So, about the attorneys. Because the judge can, like, it can shift, we can shift judges, like, it, and just like attorneys. But attorneys, you would have to interact with more, right? So, we're going to go, like, from minor arcana to major arcana hierarchy type of levels, okay? So, let me look at this again. Okay, first one. Tell me about the male attorney for the respondent. The one that I just scribed in mind. Okay. 4 of Cups muted. He doesn't let things bother him. Like, you know, when he has a personal opinion, like that's, like, he doesn't want to play with anybody. Like, he does, like, when there's, he feels jaded or, like, disinterested, he kind of holds his tongue. He keeps polite. Okay, so he doesn't convey everything by word. A lot of it is like mental note. He does it to play for the niceties. Okay, buys time. So he's retaining information. Okay, he's retaining information. Let's put this right over. Put that right on that side, okay? What else do you want to... Actually, I'll put it kind of on the floor so I can see one. Okay. So, I'm going to put it on the doing side because I'm going to keep a mental note of, like, the Heyoka ways, okay? Okay, what else about... 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. He's efficient with his time. You know, like he, because 8 of Pentacles upright is like you're working on your craft. You're doing, you know, just perfecting those ways. He just gets the job done. Okay. He's, I don't know if I want to say like doing the bare minimum. But he's definitely, like, there's something funny about this because, like, he like, has, like, this, like, way of, like, pulling a Yoda. So it's the same concept in just putting your energy on reserves, okay? So, like, yeah, that's what that is. 8 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. 3 cards came through. It is the 6 of Swords. Pronounced. Okay. And then the 6 of Pentacles muted. So master number 66. There's inverse quality to that, being that it is like the Master Artisan I heard master manipulator, but master artisan, master lover, master artisan. Okay. So, about him, his approach. I asked about him, not his approach on this particular question. So, he is obviously employed to seek calmer waters. Six of Pentacles, though, is muted on reciprocation. He will make sure that he gets his return. Well, yeah, okay. This guy is kind of like clear-cut, it seems. Sun card, because he'd rather just stay happy. He'd just rather, he'd just rather be happy. That's funny. So far, not too bad. I mean, okay. So those are I think those are actually positive qualities. I don't, but, okay, let's just narrow down here for a second. Okay. Are there any red flags that I must know with regards to him? Other than what I have already observed through the interactions. So I feel like that's his vibe on a personal level. Okay, that didn't want to go in. Two of Wands in reverse and Nine of Wands upright. Okay, he stands firm in his approach. The red flags are he will do whatever is necessary to rise to the occasion, even if it means separating families and further chaos and sadness. He is okay with doing this because he doesn't look into the families very much. They're just things to him, just elements to work with. Okay, so he does. It's out of sight, out of mind. None of my business. I'm here to conduct my business, not their business. So it's very straightforward when he's working with his clients. That they're just clients. To him, he's not really working with families. It's leading a horse to a water, except they're cattle, right? Bull cattle. So he's leading the bull to the watering hole, which can be rather stubborn and difficult to do. So those are the mechanics of his mindset. Two of Wands in reverse. He will make sure that he will do whatever he can so that you cannot read him. Because what he knows in being silent and holding your tongue, his strategy is, for the most part, when you withhold information, you can't really there's nothing else to there's sizing up. You don't have to, what do you call it? You won't be able to have have the advantage of being 10 steps ahead or even 2 steps ahead. So that's his strategy there. A sense of aloofness there. Okay. All right. Anything else? Queen of Cups in reverse. He preys on insecure women. This is both professional and personal. In fact, he's gotten a good firm grasp of this, moving from personal to professional life. So he preys on that. Yeah. There you are. Okay. Anything else? any red flags that I need to know with regards to any red flags. Okay. That's quite a few. Okay. First off, it's popped in the top. In the background, he's moving. He's escalating things quickly. He's moving very quickly. However, there's some kind of transformation here. And Hangman in reversal. Transformation. Coming into the awareness of what has to be released. Oh my gosh. What he does is he destroys records. He omits records that are highly pertinent to the advantage of the other party, which is me. So there's something that's not being divulged. Even like my rights, like my there's something illegal here. Because obviously, if you're omitting records, if you're leaving some things out, like there's something like motioning to destroy information. That's insane. What? It's coming to the awareness that it would be against their case. So things are being moved in the background. Okay. Good to know. All right. I feel like that's good, but I'm going to leave it open for anything else on that, Spirit. Okay, that Princess of Spheres, that's a page of page of Pentacles accentuated. New start. Something about the new start is accentuated. I don't know, there's multiple messagings through here because like I think internally he hasn't spoken to anyone about not wanting to further his work. Like there's something dissatisfying about his job, like as an attorney. There's something he finds like he'd rather be doing something else. See? Head is down low. But there's like all this wealth. You see like a mink coat, the staff, the lit path, looking down. There's something there. Like, I'd rather be, doing there's something else that he's contemplating. Like, his heart is someplace else. I don't know. Like, his mind is someplace else. Let's get a clarifier on that, Spirit, okay? I just wanted this to be a short read, but if there's anything that will help me with tomorrow and moving forward, I'm for it, okay? This is part of my research work, okay? Part of it. Okay, that is 10 of Cups in reverse. It fell on the floor. Yeah, this job isn't cutting it for him. So he knows that he would be much happier elsewhere, whether it's with another firm or doing his own thing. Like, it could be another field. Yeah, he's not enjoying his job. That's where his mind is at. Okay, so that all the more reason to detach from what he's doing here. Interesting. Well, that's good to know. Okay, because that tells me what depths he can go to being as low as possible, because it's not going to affect him. He's already affected in a different way, in a different facet. Like, this doesn't concern him. They're just means to the end. Okay. The thing is that when somebody, anybody, when they compartmentalize in that manner, it's not like they can just pack up and ship out and do their own thing once they have like the abilities and drive to do so. That stuff, it haunts them. To affect sentience on a very like granular day-to-day level, to cause families to be distraught, working in family law, that ish will haunt him. it will go everywhere. Like, it'll be like a toilet paper stuck on the bottom of his nice dress shoes. Most definitely. And he will be remembered for that, you know, like it's something like you carry that with you. You're going to be reminded in some other facet, like, trust me, that's what's going to happen with that. So, the second attorney now. I feel like it's a second attorney's time. Let me get that name clear in my mind. Okay. Spirit, tell me. Spirit, angels of light and love. Jesus, please tell me about this female attorney for the respondent. Tell me about her, please. Okay. Prince of Swords. She cracks the whip. And cares not about who's on the other end. Okay. Even if it's multiple people. Okay. She's more about control and her positioning than anything. Okay. These ones? Okay. Okay. She has a lot of drive. A lot of drive. Also a huge sex drive. Definitely. And she can... she works well with scarcity. Okay. So she can, like, wrestle with some ideas. It's like there's a struggle with closing cycles, okay? There's something like funky there, like she gets very irritated when there's a lack of information to close out cycles. So she's like wrestling with the ideas and all of that, wrestling with this material. However, she becomes very good at it. You know, we have lust or strength with the Chariot right there. She becomes very good at it and effective. But she doesn't like it. She doesn't like that part. Like, she has learned to enjoy it. Like it's, yeah, she's learned to enjoy it. But, yeah, that's, but she cracks the whip. Like, she's almost like, what do you call it? Dominatrix. That's what it is. Yeah, definitely. There's two things about cracking the whip and one about wrestling. So she's definitely like a roughhouser in bed. And, like the dominatrix feel. Okay. I don't know why I'm being told that, but usually people who are within that are a lot more private about it, especially if they're male. But she strikes me as more masculine than, like, taking on that demeanor is masculine in its essence. But this is like, I don't, like, usually people who are within that are females, are not as private about it. I mean, they won't talk about it, but they don't mind if people know. So I don't know about her because she's in this field. So I think that's her reputation, though. Okay. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah. 9 of Swords. Yeah. She's, I would say she's kind of ruthless. 9 of Swords is like, she even, like, stays up late at night, or, like, she can stay up late hours in order to achieve victory. So, there's something very lacking in that, because when you're exerting that much force and will in order to control something to happen, that there's a satiating factor within your personal control that you did this. It's not about accomplishment, it's about control. And so that shows a huge lacking, like there's something lacking inside that she's trying to make up for. I've always seen that. I've always seen that. So that's a definite pattern there. Like, she could have had, like, a father that wasn't as, like, acknowledging of her unless she was masculine. Something like that. Something like that. Knight of Wands. She's like super confident, like a player. She's also a player, yeah. The energy, like she's taken on a very masculine energy. Okay. Any red flags that I need to know about? Okay. Okay. This fell on another box. Looks like very well accomplished. However, it hit another box. She's an opportunist. She's definitely an opportunist because she hit an empty box. It's like she's trying to find another home. Like if she had the opportunity, in fact, she might be actually working towards this, like stealing clients almost, like somehow herding clients in to motion their way towards like her grasp. That's her long term. It hit the other deck, which was a German deck. Yeah. Like harnessing certain things, like that's what she's doing. Harnessing certain accomplishments and building a certain reputation to build her own business. So when it comes to working for that firm, it's definitely not a permanent thing, and I don't know if it's going to be like, because it was so straightforward, that's the goal. It's done in secrecy because look, it hit this thing, that side of it. Not this side, but this side that has a location, like speaking secret location. This is just an introduction. So she's been like talking to people, like, about it. Okay. Any red flags that I need to know? With regards to this attorney. It's funny because I don't think that's something that I really need to know. That's more so for the others that she works with, or works for, because they'll know where she's coming from. And like, they know it's like a dime a dozen when you get into that arena. So it's like I'm spilling beans that they don't want people to know. What is this? This is 10, 15, 16, 17, 18. Yeah, the moon card in reverse. That's the intentions card. Because like there's lots of lies. And the Tower moment in reverse. It's up and coming. The intention is to clean up after like her tracks. In doing this, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So much drama. So being that she has a certain reputation, she's also employed to clean up tracks, like clear certain things. Like it's almost like insulting of how they use her in almost like administrative duties. So she's like an advanced paralegal instead of like a real lawyer. That's Oh my goodness. Am I, like, Spirit, correct me if I'm wrong, because I don't like to misinform people, even if, like, they're on opposing sides. Like, I don't like to, like, engage in, like, entertaining certain things when it's, like, if it's correct, then if it's not, then correct me, okay? Wow. Okay. I think that's it. Okay, now on to the judge. Okay. Spirit, angels of love and light, thank you so very much. Jesus, thank you so very much as well. Can you please let me know about the judge? Okay. Oh, I heard a little... That was a confirmation, yeah. Okay. Tell me about... Wow, that one did not want to go in. Four of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Pretty much hands off. It doesn't do... Okay, there's one part to it where it's like a lack of accountability, or it's more like, I'm not going to micromanage. Okay? So those are the polarities that we're looking at for the judge. Okay. The one that I scribed in mind. Okay? Tell me more about her, please. Okay. Four of Pentacles. I'm sorry, Four of Wands, upright. Okay. There's a certain, like, she does like working within the justice system, it looks like. You know, yeah, but, like, she likes the idea of it. I don't know if she likes the actual mechanics of it. Because there's a bunch of fakers like, I've got the answers, here's the keys, etc. And she's like, there's a certain aloofness there. So we have master number 44 for her. Oh, whoa. Yeah. But it shot out, hitting the male attorney, bridging over to hers. There's some kind of tie between them. Some kind of previous, like, fraternized, there's a network where they, like, know each other well or something, but there's a bridging of, like, because it's uprooting now. Because this is foundations, like building home and hearth, like things like good-natured and whatever. But since it fell off and bridged upon those two, there's, like, some foul tie there. There's some foul tie. Like, a minute, like, I'll scratch your back if you scratch mine. There's something there. I'm just reading the cards. The Spirit is telling me, like, don't be fooled. Like, it's almost like somebody, like, cornered their way into a certain field, and they invested so much into it, and when they actually got into the mechanics of things, it's like, I don't like this. I don't like how it's actually playing out. You've seen that in me with, like, the mechanics of, like, marketing. It's like, I don't know. So, like, I can understand that. But master number 44, and it bridging over, say goodbye. Things that have to be released. Uprooted. Okay. Spirit, can you get me clarification on that, the red flag on that? Because this is quickly advancing. Well, like, escalating anyway. Prince of Scepters. Knight of Wands in reverse. That's a player. That's another player right there. Let me see. I don't know, Knight of Wands. So maybe this is just Page of Wands in reverse. So she needs to finish something. Whatever that is. Finish. Upheaval. What is it? Received. Okay, 2 of Cups. Accentuated. Receiving. 2 of Cups pronounced. Okay. Something about, I don't know what the deal is. There's some hidden stuff like that goes on in the background, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she complies with it. Because this was on my receiving side. This fell on my receiving side, and it's 2 of Cups accentuated. Is that right? That she's delivering justice and harmony on my realm? Like, what is... Because the Page of Wands in reverse is tying up loose ends. But, like, why did the 4 of... Like, why is that a red flag? Oh, you know what? Red flag is like, hey, notification. It's not always, like, something awful. 4 of Wands in reverse, though. I mean, building roots. Dude, there's some, I don't know. Let's see here. Clarification, anything else? Am I reading that correctly, Spirit? Jesus, am I reading that correctly? The Empress in reverse. Huh. What? Empress in reverse. Dude, what is this? This is strange to me. Oh my gosh. Oh, okay, that's a lot of cards down. Prince of Pentacles in reverse. That's a lot. Spirit says just chill. There's... Like, I'm stuck in a rock and a hard place, basically, between, like, conflict, like people fighting, like, and then, you know, the essence of being stuck. So Spirit's saying, like, just chill. Your ships are coming in. Those were the first 3. Then this one singled out 5 of Swords upright. It's like, I don't think I need to explain that one. Ace of Pentacles, something absolute golden ticket. Then 9 of Cups, muted or inverted. 2 of Pentacles, muted or inverted. The Devil card, pronounced. And the Princess of Cups, muted. What? Spirit is just telling me to think positively when it comes to the Judge. Just think positively when it comes to, like, her and her role. Because she's, you know, like, as a judge in Supreme Courts, you have to, like, you have to be stronger than anyone else in the ballpark. You have to be absolutely strong. So it's also knowing how people are going to try to play you, or people are only going to be like, okay, like if, let's say for me, being an executive assistant, the higher you are, like closer you are to the pinnacle, in supporting that crew, like C-level, people are going to be nice to you in order to get information, to like get certain like ins and certain kickbacks, certain like something, like people use you for your role. And when you're a judge, you have to understand that, like, you're just being treated as this thing for an opportunist to get their, you know? So, yeah. So, like, they're saying, like, don't worry about it. Don't agonize over it at this point. Like, just because people are propositioned doesn't absolutely incriminate them. I mean, do you know how many times I was propositioned, even energetically? Like, even being propositioned to, like, you know, be like a friend, sort of, you know? And, like, I was very sheltered, so when it came to the idea of, you know, friends, even if they were the opposite sex, like I was still, you know, happy to be able to engage. And so people take advantage of like your energy and your, just like, it gets old. So just because you're propositioned doesn't mean it automatically incriminates you. What that does is it helps you gain a clarity over the landscape, because you're also observing, you know, how people, you know, other people's dynamic, you know, like just observation, not just what you're being fed, but like Judge Judy is very well known for a very good reason. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit saying that I planted the biggest seed of all time here. Interesting. Okay. That's funny. It's like, I'm just going to leave this here. But what it actually is it's almost like a ticking time bomb of opportunity. Two of Pentacles, yeah. So I'm balancing out the scales with what I have conveyed. And I'm not doing, what do you call it, bananagrams right now, because I don't think it's relevant right now. Like I've got some other things to do, and I just wanted to get like a, you know, pretty good scope of like what's happening, and to like realign. There's only so much that I can, I mean, I can get a lot done. So thank you, angels, for helping me like kind of curtail this, just know when to call it a day with this stuff and then move forward with the rest. Thank you to all my sponsors and my supporters. Dude, really high and low. You know, everybody's in different parts of their lives, so I really appreciate my sponsors from all realms. And this is like a special thank you also to those that came in adversity and are also going through some life changes, and also some perspective and trajectory shifts, that even though life positioned us initially as tough points, that we're like, we can still move on, and we could still kind of like have a certain realm of respect for each other. So I do appreciate my supporters within all realms, and even just seriously, even having like the opposition freaking groomed me to be better. And I used to think like, when I would say these things, it was before, it was like, I should be, you know, it makes sense to be grateful for this. But right now, like, honestly, I'd have to say that I'm doing a lot better because of these like nudges where people thought I was a pushover. And so I'll take them as like spiritual nudges. I'll take them as like prompts to advance, you know? So I that's what I'd like to acknowledge from soul to soul, ultimately. And I think that's it for now. Now that this reading is officially over, upon closing this reading and closing all portals, I send all energies back to their origination points outside of mine, thanking you for your respect in advance, and sending you all back with your appropriate karmas due, giving you that extra nudge, supportive nudge, and closing all portals in light and love now.